Good afternoon. Welcome to Pioneer Arena on the campus of Tusculum University in Greenville, Tennessee for men's volleyball action this afternoon as the Pioneers host the Indiana Tech Warriors. I'm Jim Miller. I'm happy to be along to give you the call of today's match. It's a very cold afternoon here in East Tennessee. A couple inches of snow on the ground, as cold conditions as we've had the entire winter. It'll be heating up the action here inside Pioneer Arena tonight as the Indiana Tech Warriors make the trip down for this evening's contest. Indiana Tech 19-1 overall. They are ranked 7th in the NAIA men's volleyball poll. Their only loss this season came to Aquinas back on February the 26th by a 3-1 score after they had opened the season with 16 consecutive victories. Indiana Tech has lost just 13 sets in their 20 matches. They are 9-1 in conference play this season. Meanwhile, Tusculum comes in with a 5-11 overall record. The Pioneers coming off a loss to King on Thursday night by a score of 3-0. Tusculum has lost 4 of its last 5. And this will be the next to last home match of the season for the Pioneers. Their last home match of the year will be on April the 8th against Edward Waters, beginning at 7 o'clock here at Pioneer Arena. Tusculum 2-6 at home this season. The starting lineups are in for this afternoon's match. For Indiana Tech, they'll start in the middle. Raekwon Rogers, a 6'5 sophomore from Blacklake, Ohio. An outside hitter will be Dante Stewart, 6'3 junior out of Trinidad and Tobago. Mason Milan will start at right side hitter, a 6'3 junior out of Columbus, Ohio. Brandon Jones is the setter. He's a 5'8 sophomore from Shelbyville, Kentucky. Dante Syracusa is a 6'7 middle blocker, a junior out of San Diego, California. And Chase Christensen, he'll be in the middle too, a 6'6 senior out of Fishers, Indiana. The libero is Joey Hermes, a 6-foot junior from Friendswood, Texas. That's the lineup for Indiana Tech, coached by Kyle Shondell in his 3rd season. Tusculum's lineup a little bit different tonight because of some injuries. They'll start Declan Wingo on the outside, a 6'4 freshman from Chester, Virginia. Taylor West starting at defensive specialist today. He's usually the libero, 6-foot sophomore out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Jake White, right side, a 6'4 junior out of Greenbrier, Tennessee. Setter Sean Kampshoff, 6'4 senior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Colby Landry, outside hitter, 6-foot sophomore from Belrose, Louisiana. And Reese DeLena will be starting as well. He's going to be the setter, a 6-foot sophomore from Cedar Park, Texas. So Kampshoff will be a hitter this afternoon for the Pioneers. And Ross Miller, the libero, a 5'9 freshman from Metairie, Louisiana. Pioneers coached by Brian Buckius. And now we'll pause for our national anthem. Afternoon between Tusculum and Indiana Tech. The Pioneers going with a little bit of a different lineup this afternoon. Hunter Walk, who played on Thursday's match against King, his first appearance of the season after injury. He's out again with injury. Also, Shafar Grant is in uniform but is not starting. He's a little bit banged up as well, as is Dane Loop, the outside hitter, the sophomore. So the starters now being introduced for Indiana Tech. They're wearing their road black uniforms with white numerals and orange trim. Tusculum they're wearing their gray uniforms with white numerals and black trim. We're glad you could join us this afternoon along the Pioneer Sports Network. Our producer this afternoon is Alex Perez. As the Indiana Tech starters continue to be introduced.
And the head coach for Indiana Tech is Kyle Shondell. He's assisted by Skylar Wood and Grant Weeks.
Indiana Tech, again, NAIA, 19-1 this season, ranked 7th in the NAIA rankings. The players to watch, Dante Stewart averaging about 4 kills per set. While on defense, Joey Hermes leads the team in digs. And the blocking game, Raekwon Rogers, 92 blocks in 67 sets this season. As the Pioneers continue to be introduced, Tusculum's players to watch this afternoon will be Jake White, averaging almost 3 kills per set. Declan Wingo averaging about 3/4 of a block per set, if there's such a thing, 0.7 blocks per set. While Sean Kampshoff leads Tusculum in service aces with 34. So the Pioneer lineup has been introduced. Head coaches Brian Buckius and Kyle Shondell will shake hands. Our officials this afternoon. The chair ref is Mitch Atkinson. Kelly Peterson will be the table official, the down ref. Working the lines, Katie McClam and Cassidy Mercado. Indiana Tech ready to go. Tusculum ready to go as well. We'll see who has the first service this afternoon. And the teams are ready. Tusculum's lineup is on the court. And Indiana Tech will finish their lineup as well. As libero Joey Hermes takes his position. It looks like the first serve will go to Tusculum. It'll be Sean Kampshoff to serve first. Kampshoff with 34 aces this season. And we are ready to go with volleyball action this afternoon. Kampshoff's first serve is played by Hermes. And the kill for Dante Siracusa. So right off the bat, a kill for the Warriors.
Point Indiana Tech, serving for the Warriors, number 11, Dante Siracusa.
And Siracusa will serve. That attack is long from Landry. It's a point for Indiana Tech. Two 2-0 Warriors. Syracusa's serve goes to Miller. Kampshoff sets it up for the kill for Declan Wingo. Wingo hitting .240 for the season. Gets the first point of the match for the Pioneers. So Kampshoff is setting. D'Elena is a hitter this afternoon. As Landry serves. Jones with the set for Christensen. Dug by Landry. Cross court for D'Elena. Off the block, gets the kill. Reese D'Elena, in an unfamiliar role for him as a hitter, gets the kill on his first attack. And that is softball. Trust me, it was beautiful. Landry to serve. Ace for Colby Landry as Landry puts it down between the defense. And Tusculum has the lead for the first time at 3-2. Landry's serve is in. Jones with the set. And the kill for the Warriors, Mason Milan. Chase Christensen will serve. Christensen with just 2 aces this season. Milan leads the team in aces with 21. So we are 3-all here in set number 1. Christensen's serve goes to Miller. Kampshoff sets it up for the attack by West, and it's blocked down by the Warriors. Milan was there along with Rogers. That's 4-3 Tech. Tusculum with some inexperienced hitters, as we mentioned, with West and D'Elena having to do the job today. Miller gets the dig. Kampshoff played it in the net, and it's a point for the Warriors. That was a tough set attempt there by Kampshoff, and he just grazed the net, and it's 5-3 Indiana Tech. West with the kill, or Wingo, check that. Declan Wingo gets his second kill of the afternoon. Kampshoff set it up perfect. Wingo's serve is played by Hermes to the net. White tips it over. Set up now cross court for Stewart, dug by Kampshoff. Wingo will set it up for West, and he's going to get the kill for Taylor West. So Taylor West gets the kill. It's a nice dig there by Kampshoff off the attack by Stewart, and then West puts it down. You have some guys setting some career highs in attacks and kills today for the Pioneers. Wingo on the serve. Jones sets it up for Stewart, and he puts it down. Dante Stewart, who hits .314 for the season, 273 kills in 67 sets. It's a little over 4 per set for the Warriors, and we are 6-5 Indiana Tech. Serving is Mason Milan. Landry for Kampshoff. White, that's too deep. It's a point. Oh, they get a tip? They do get the tip. They get the tip. Point for the Pioneers. The line judge had a tip, and the chair gave it. Taylor West has played 2 seasons for the Pioneers. He had 1 career kill. Of course, he's a libero, so he's not going to get a lot of them, but he got 1 here. 6-all as D'Elena serves. Jones with the set. The put down for the kill by Raquan Rogers. Rogers, he hits .346. 111 kills and 211 attacks. It'll be Dante Stewart to serve. At 7-6. That serve is deep, and it's a point for the Pioneers. We're tied at 7. Seven all here in set number 1. Serve by West. Set up for the attack by Syracuse. West saves it, and Miller will play the free ball over. Setting up for Syracuse again. That one's too deep, and it's a point for the Pioneers. Tusculum regains the lead at 8-7. Tusculum shorthanded this afternoon, but coming out and playing hard. And they have the early 8-7 lead as West has the serve. That is wide. It's a point for Indiana Tech. We're tied at 8. 8-all as Raquan Rogers steps up to serve. Rogers with 7 aces this season. West for Kampshoff. White, dug by Rogers. Stewart with the set and played over on the free ball by Jones. Now it's White again, blocked by Syracusa, and it's a point for Indiana Tech.
Point, Indiana Tech.
Coach Brian Buckius was afraid that with the inexperience at the hitter position that the blocking could really become a factor today, and we've seen it early. 2 blocks already for the Warriors. Kampshoff with the tip, and he gets the point. Stewart thought he might have had the pancake, but they say it's down, and it's a point for the Pioneers as Kampshoff with the dunk, and that was close, but it's a point for Tusculum, and we're tied at 9. Jake White to serve. White, 13 aces this season, second on the team. That serve is in. Jones goes, somehow dug by the Pioneers, and the attack by Wingo will end up in a kill for the Pioneers. Off the serve, the attack there, and White somehow saved that one, and then the attack there from Wingo was blocked out, and the Pioneers lead at 10-9. Jones with the set, the attack there from Christensen. And now Landry goes, and he'll get the kill. Colby Landry with his first kill of the afternoon, and Tusculum leads it 11-9. Pioneers off to a solid start so far. Hitting was a real issue against King the other night, but the Pioneers hitting .333 so far, and 2 of their 3 errors were on blocks. White into the net for a point for Indiana Tech. 11-10. As getting the serve will be Brandon Jones, the setter. Jones's serve, played by Miller for Kampshoff. And the kill for Declan Wingo. Wingo is 4 for 4 in his first set, and Tusculum leads at 12-10 as Wingo put it down off of Hermes. Sean Kampshoff will serve as the rotation comes back around to the Pioneers. Jones sets it. Milan found the corner. Mason Milan, who hits only .211, relatively speaking, on this team. Averaging almost 2.5 kills a set, gets his second, and it's 12-11 Tusculum. And Dante Syracusa will serve. Miller for Kampshoff. Wingo again, this time into the net. Point for Indiana Tech. We're tied at 12. Syracusa's serve for Landry. Kampshoff back to Landry, and that goes deep and wide, and it's a point for Indiana Tech as he tried to clear the block with that attack and couldn't put it down on the angle there. And it's a point for Indiana Tech. They lead at 13-12. Syracusa's serve, played by Miller for Kampshoff. This will be Landry. Oh, again over the block and out of play. 2 points in a row where Landry's tried to go over the block and hasn't been able to do so. That's, you have to respect the block like that. It makes it tough sometimes on the hitters. 14-12. This serve goes to Landry. Kampshoff will try Dealana this time. Tipped. Christensen sets up Stewart, and off the block, it's a point for the Warriors. Wingo tried to get there, couldn't. And it's 15-12 Indiana Tech, and a timeout asked for by Tusculum. 15-12 Indiana Tech, first set. More volleyball action coming up on the Pioneer Sports Network. 15-12 Indiana Tech here in set number 1, as the Warriors have scored 5 straight points. Tech now hitting .385 in this opening set, 6 kills and 13 attacks with 1 error. Tusculum 167 hitting, 9 kills, 6 errors, 18 attacks. Stewart and Milan with 2 kills each so far for Tech. Wingo with 4 kills lead the Pioneers. All 6 hitters for the Pioneers have at least 1 kill so far. Off the timeout, it'll be Syracuse to continue on his serve. Ross Miller for Sean Kamshoff. Wingo wide, point for Indiana Tech. Wingo was 4 for 4 and off on his last 2. Just as I said earlier about the Pioneer hitting much better than Thursday night. Now it's gone away a little bit here in this first set. Off the net, Wingo plays it over. Syracuse has set it up. Jones for Christensen, and he puts it down. Chase Christensen gets his first kill of the afternoon, and Indiana Tech continues their run. They've scored 7 straight and lead 17-12 here in set number 1. Syracuse with the service to Miller for Kamshoff, across to Wingo, and he puts that one down for the kill. Declan Wingo, his 5th kill of the afternoon, and the Pioneers end that run as Wingo found that spot between Syracuse and Hermes at 17-13 Indiana Tech. Colby Landry with the serve. Jones, Stewart, plenty of room, but it's deep, and it's a point for the Pioneers. Landry was the only one back there. He couldn't get there, but it was just over the line. It's a point for Tusculum. 17-14 as the Pioneers try to inch their way back. Landry's serve skims the net. Hermes has the dig. Across for the attack by Milan, and it'll get the kill, as unable to come up with it was Landry. Milan's 3rd kill of the set. It's 18-14. And it'll be Chase Christensen to serve. Christensen transferred out of Alderson Broadus, a common opponent for the Pioneers over the years. The serve is in the net. It's a point for the Pioneers. 2nd service error for Indiana Tech. Both teams have 1 ace and 2 errors. Indiana Tech substitution. Mario Capo will come in, the 6'1" sophomore out of Fishers, Indiana. And the serve is wide by Wingo. Point for Indiana Tech. They lead at 18-15, or 19-15, check that. Mason Milan will serve. Milan with a high toss in the serve. He curls that one in front of Landry and West for the ace. Milan leads the team in aces with 21. That is now his 22nd of the season. And it's 20-15 Indiana Tech. This serve curls deep, and it's point for Tusculum. 20-16. Tusculum down by 4. Reese DeLena will serve. Sophomore out of Cedar Park, Texas. And that one hits the net and antenna. It's a point for Indiana Tech. DeLena has only played in 2 matches this season. This is his 6th set of the year. Syracuse back in the lineup, replacing Capo. And it'll be Dante Stewart to serve. High toss from Stewart, and West White saves it. Kamshoff plays the free ball. That attack there for the kill by Raekwon Rogers. Rogers gets his 2nd kill of the set, and it's 22-16. Heck of a serve there by Stewart. A lot of power behind that one off the high toss. Another high toss. This one played by Miller for Kampshoff. Across to White. Is it off a hand? Yes, it is. Point Pioneers. White got it through the block that time, and he gets his second kill of the set. And it's 22-17. Taylor West will serve, the 6-foot sophomore out of Colorado Springs. That serve is in to Hermes. Jones for Rogers. And Rogers gets the kill. Another kill for Raquan Rogers, his third. And it's 23-17 as Rogers will serve. Rogers with the serve to West. Kampshoff. Landry blocked but out. Point for Tusculum. As Jones got up that time. But it's a point for the Pioneers. It's 23-18.
On the serve for Tusculum, number 7, Jake White.
Jake White serving for Tusculum. White with the toss. The serve is deep.
Point, Indiana Tech.
And it's set point for Indiana Tech. 24-18. And it will be Brandon Jones. Jones the setter with the service. Miller. West sets it up for Landry. Off a block, kept alive. Syracuse off the block attempt of Wingo gets the point, and that'll do it for set number 1. 25-18, Indiana Tech takes set number 1. We'll be back with the second set after this on the Pioneer Sports Network. Back here at Pioneer Arena, where Indiana, I was just watching Newberry with Tusculum women's lacrosse. Indiana Tech leads Tusculum 25-18 after one set, as the Warriors take that first set by that 25-18 score. Indiana Tech hit 474 in the first set, 11 kills and 19 attacks with 2 errors. Tusculum a 208 hitting percentage, 12 kills, 7 errors, and 24 attacks. Raekwon Rogers and Mason Milan, 3 kills and 3 attacks apiece for Indiana Tech. For Tusculum, Declan Wingo had 5 kills to lead the Pioneers. Brandon Jones with 10 assists for the Warriors. For the Pioneers, Sean Kamshoff, 8 assists. Dig leaders for Tusculum, Jake White and Reese D'Elena with 2 each, and 2 for Dante Siracusa. Indiana Tech had 2 blocks, 0 for Tusculum in the opening set. Set number 2. And it'll be Indiana Tech serving as Stewart does the honors. Landry puts it down for the kill for the Pioneers. Colby Landry, 3rd kill of the match. Off the high toss, West did a nice job to dig that one, and then Kamshoff set it up for Landry for the kill. Kamshoff to serve and a whistle, and we had a rotation error. And it's 2-0 Tusculum. Kamshoff with the serve into the net. That's a point for Indiana Tech. Raekwon Rogers will serve. Rogers served down the line to Landry. Kamshoff back to Landry, and he puts it down for the kill. Colby Landry with his 2nd kill of the set, 4th of the match. Well done off the back set from Kamshoff, and Landry puts it down. Landry serves that one. Jones sets it up for Siracusa. His tip is played by Kamshoff, set up by Landry. West's attack is blocked, though, by Christensen for the point.
Point, Indiana Tech. On the serve, number 10, Brandon Jones.
Brandon Jones will serve. Kamshoff for D'Elena, blocked down by Siracusa. Another block for the Warriors.
Point, Indiana Tech.
And we're tied at 3. Jones's serve goes to Miller. Kamshoff, Landry from the back row off the hand of Hermes for the kill. And Colby Landry has emerged in this second set. He's got 3 kills in the set. 3 of the 4 points for the Pioneers. And Declan Wingo serves at 4-3. The setup this time goes to Christensen, dug by Wingo. D'Elena down the line, wide, just wide. It's a point for Indiana Tech. It's 4-all.
Now serving for the Warriors, number 11, Dante Siracusa.
Siracusa will serve. And that one goes wide. It's a point for the Pioneers. 5-4 Tusculum. Here in set number 2. Indiana Tech still without a kill in the second set. D'Elena's serve goes to Hermes. Jones for Stewart, dug by Landry. Kamshoff for West. His tip attempt is played by Siracusa. Jones goes this time, and it's going to be a point for the Pioneers. That hit not kosher by Jones. That's a point for Tusculum. They lead at 6-4. D'Elena will serve. Oh, we're having a discussion here. That serve is played by the Warriors. Milan deep, point for Tusculum. 7-4 Tusculum. D'Elena's serve. Christensen to Jones. Stewart dug, but unable to retrieve it as Miller had the dig attempt, and it's a kill for Dante Stewart, his third of the match. And it'll cut it to 7-5. And it'll be Christensen on the serve. West for Kampshoff. Back to West, and he runs it into the tape. And a point for Indiana Tech. Make it 7-6. Miller off the serve by Christensen. White, dug by Syracusa. Stewart will set it up. Syracusa with the attack. Miller digs it at the net. White plays it over. Jones for Syracusa. Milan gets the kill. Mason Milan gets his fourth kill of the match. And we are back to 7-all here in set number 2. Christensen with the toss and the serve into the net for a point for the Pioneers. Indiana Tech now with 5 service errors this afternoon. Tusculum with 6. And serving is Taylor West. West's serve played by Syracuse at the net. White, Jones for Hermes. Milan again off a hand and a kill for Mason Milan. 5 kills now in 6 attacks with an error. And it's 8-all. Milan's serve to West. Kampshoff for Landry. Played by the Warriors. Set by Hermes for Stewart. Miller. Kampshoff at the net. White off the tape. And it's a point for Indiana Tech. 9-8 Warriors. Milan serving again. Miller for Kampshoff, who puts it down himself. He says, oh, I got it. Sean Kampshoff so casual about that. He went up and then just powered it down. Kampshoff was a right side hitter for 3 years, so he knows how to his way around the net. Jake White's serve is played by Syracusa. Jones for Rogers. Pioneers try a kick save there, but no success. It's a kill for Raekwon Rogers, his 4th. And Tech goes back up 10-9. Stewart served down the line and in. Great positioning there for Dante Stewart. His first ace of the afternoon, 3rd of the match for Indiana Tech. Stewart's toss goes back to Miller. Kampshoff across to Landry, and did he find it? Yeah, he did. Colby Landry, 6 kills now this afternoon. That's 11-10. And Sean Kampshoff will serve. Kampshoff for Hermes. Jones Rogers with the tip, tipped alive by the Pioneers. Free ball played over by Miller. Set up by Jones. Rogers again, blocked at the net by Colby Landry. Landry with the solo block. As the Pioneers kept it alive, Miller got the free ball over, and then they set up Rogers, and Landry went up by himself for the block. 11-all. Kampshoff serve, played by Hermes. Jones, Syracusa. Kampshoff digs it, but Landry's attack goes wide. Wasn't much that Landry could do with that one off the hard pass from Kampshoff. Kind of a reaction play. 12-11 Indiana Tech. Rogers' serve is out as Miller went up for it and then let it go at the last second, and it fluttered out. 12-all. Colby Landry will serve. Landry 6 kills, 4 errors, and 12 attacks this afternoon. That serve is in. Jones, Syracusa puts it down as the dig attempt by Miller was unsuccessful. And Indiana Tech goes back on top 13-12. These teams are on the seesaw here in this second set. Miller for Kampshoff. West. Is it off a hand? It doesn't matter. It's down. It's a point for Taylor West, his second kill. Now it's 13-all. Declan Wingo will serve. Tusculum doing this without Shafar Grant. No Dane Loop this afternoon either. Hunter Walkout as well. A very thin lineup for the Pioneers, but they're giving Indiana Tech a battle. And Dante Syracusa said, battle this. 14-13 Tech. Syracusa now with 4 kills. That serve into the net for a point for the Pioneers. 7 service errors now for Indiana Tech, 6 for Tusculum. Reese Dialena will serve. Jones, the back set to Milan, and he finishes it off. Mason Milan, 6 kills now. Milan, as I said, was only hitting .211 this season coming into today's match, but he's got 6 kills with an error in 7 attacks. He's hit the ball well. Chase Christensen will serve at 15-14. Miller, Kampshoff, White into the net. White just couldn't get the hit he wanted, and it's a point for Indiana Tech. They lead at 16-14. Both teams under 50% scoring on their serve. A lot of side outs in this one. Landry with the dig that time. West with the attack, and it is wide. Taylor West with another kill. He's got 3. And it's 16-15 Indiana Tech. West's serve goes to Syracusa. Milan down the line off of Miller. Mason Milan, 7 kills now for the junior out of Columbus, Ohio. And he'll serve 17-15. And Tusculum was in rotation error that time. That's a point for Indiana Tech, 18-15. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Milan's serve from Miller. Kampshoff to Landry, wide. 19-15, and I expect we'll see a timeout here, and we do. 19-15 Indiana Tech in second set. Back with more volleyball after this on the Pioneer Sports Network. Back here at Pioneer Arena, Tusculum trailing 19-15 in this second set, as Indiana Tech has scored 3 straight points. Tech won the first set 25-18. Mason Milan leading the way for Indiana Tech with 7 kills, 4 for Rogers and Syracuse. 6 kills for Landry to lead the Pioneers, Wingo with 5. Tusculum hitting negative 050 in the second set, 7 kills, 8 errors, 20 attacks. As that serve from Milan is dug by West. Kampshoff for White off a block, almost saved by Hermes, but out of play. It's a point for the Pioneers. Jake White gets his 3rd kill. And he'll serve.
Number 7, Jake White.
After he relaces his shoes. 19-16 Indiana Tech here in set 2. White's serve played by Syracuse. Jones has to go get it. Milan tips it over. Somebody was in the net, and it was Tusculum. Point for Indiana Tech. It's 20-16. Dante Stewart will serve. Stewart with the high toss, and the serve is played by Miller for Kampshoff. Across to Landry, down the line, just wide. Point for Indiana Tech, it's 21-16. Landry had a look at it, but it just missed the line by probably about a foot. 21-16. This serve goes in as Miller ducked out of the way. And it's another ace for Dante Stewart, his 5th ace for Indiana Tech, and they lead at 22-16 as they're on a 6-1 run. West for Kampshoff, Landry off the antenna, and a point for Indiana Tech. 23-16, and Brian Buckius will use his 2nd timeout. 23-16 Tech. More volleyball after this on the Pioneer Sports Network. Out of the timeout, it is Dante Stewart serving at 23-16 for Indiana Tech. This serve is down the line and in for an ace. Perfectly positioned by Stewart. His 3rd ace of the match, his 2nd ace in this sequence. And it is set point at 24-16. Stewart with the toss and the serve. Miller cuts in front of West. Kampshoff for Wingo, and he gets it as Hermes almost thought he was going to have a gift as he dug it, and it just cruised over the net and out. He almost had the dig kill, if you will. Kampshoff serving at 17-24. Syracuse. Jones back to Syracuse. West gets the dig. Kampshoff with the set for Landry wide, and that'll do it for the second set. 25-17, Indiana Tech in set number 2. They lead 2-0. Back with the third set after this on the Pioneer Sports Network. Ready for the third set here at Pioneer Arena, and Tusculum trailing Indiana Tech 2-0. Through 2 sets, Indiana Tech hitting 375, 20 kills, 5 errors, 40 attacks. Tusculum hitting 061, 21 kills, 18 errors, 49 attacks. Leading in kills for Indiana Tech, Mason Milan with 8. For Tusculum, Declan Wingo and Colby Landry with 6 apiece. Assists, Brandon Jones with 18 for Indiana Tech. Sean Kamshoff with 16 for Tusculum. Aces, Dante Stewart with 3 of the 6 for Indiana Tech. Kamshoff and Landry with 1 apiece for the Pioneers. Tusculum outdigging Indiana Tech 14-10. Kamshoff and Landry leading with 3. Syracuse with 5 for Indiana Tech. And Indiana Tech 5-1 in blocks, led by 3 by Christensen. Kamshoff starts the third set. It's at the net, played over by Syracuse, but it'll fall wide. It's a point for the Pioneers. Tusculum gets the first point of set number 3. And it'll be Kamshoff to serve again. Stewart for Hermes. Syracuse tips it over. Kamshoff for White off a hand, played by the Warriors. Stewart will set that up. Pioneers wanted a double hit, but didn't get it. Miller for West off of Hermes. Stewart again. Tipped by Syracuse for the kill. Dante Syracuse with his 5th kill of the match. And it's 1-1.
On serve for Indiana Tech will be number 1, Raekwon Rogers.
Rogers will serve. As everybody getting sorted out here. Miller, Kamshoff to Wingo, dug by Milan. That attack is down for a kill for Syracuse. 2-1 Indiana Tech. Miller for Kamshoff. West off the block, continued by the Pioneers. Kamshoff sets up White. Dug by Milan, played over the net by Syracuse. Wingo this time. Syracuse digs it. Stewart met by Landry. Kamshoff sets up West. Tips it over and wide if there was no tip. And there was no tip. Indiana Tech. Rogers serve for Miller. Kamshoff to West. Off a hand, played by Rogers. Jones sets it up. Stewart tips it over. Miller plays for Kamshoff. Wingo has to step back to hit that one. Stewart, and it's blocked by Declan Wingo. Second block of the match for the Pioneers, both solo. As Christensen hit the deck and he gets back up. And it's 3-2. And Taylor West will serve. Stewart. Christensen blocked again by the Pioneers. Wingo was there with Landry. And they got up together. That was a lot of Wingo on that one. And it's 3-all. So the Pioneers, one block in the first two sets. They get blocks on back-to-back plays. And this time it'll be West into the net for a point for Indiana Tech. Tusculum now with 7 service errors. Indiana Tech also with 7 service errors. 4-3 Indiana Tech here in set 3. Off of Miller, that'll be an ace for Brandon Jones. Jones' first ace of the match, 7th for Indiana Tech. 5-3 Warriors. West for Kamshoff, cross to Landry, off a block for the kill. Colby Landry gets his 7th kill of the afternoon. And it's 5-4. And Declan Wingo will serve. Wingo, the 6'4" freshman out of Chester, Virginia. The toss in the serve. Down for an ace for Wingo, and he's fired up. First ace for Wingo this afternoon. His 11th of the season. 5-all. Wingo's serve, played by Syracuse. Jones with the set, and that's going to be a point for the Pioneers. As he double hit that one, 6-5 Tusculum. So a lot of fight still left in these Pioneers. Down 6-5, or up 6-5 in set 3. Wingo's serve. Off Stewart. Jones on the run to Milan. And it's deep, and it's a point for the Pioneers. Another point for Tusculum. They scored 4 in a row, and they lead it 7-5. Wingo wants a different volleyball. Wingo studies, tosses, serves, deep. Point for the Warriors. That'll end the 4-0 run and make it a 7-6 score for Tusculum. 8 service errors now for the Pioneers. Syracuse will serve. Syracuse with 6 kills, and he leads the team in digs with 6. And that one is deep, and it's a point for the Pioneers. 8-6 Tusculum.
Now serving for Tusculum, number 7, Jake White.
That'll be Jake White's turn to serve. White's serve is played by Stewart. He'll get it back from Jones, and he'll put it down, but the Pioneers keep it alive. Stewart again, this time he gets it. Miller with a great save, and Kamshoff played it over the net, but Tech was ready for that one, and Stewart on the second chance gets his 4th kill. 8-7 Tusculum, as Chase Christensen will serve. Christensen's service is played by West for Kamshoff to White. Off a hand, Jones. Syracuse will set it up, this time for Milan. And he puts it down in front of West for the kill. Mason Milan now with 9 kills and 11 attacks. And it's 8-all. Milan second on the team in kills coming into play today. Christensen's service goes to West. Kamshoff will set up Landry, and that one's in for the Pioneers as Syracuse watches it inside the line. 9-8 Tusculum. Landry now back to even on attacks. 8 kills, 8 errors, and 18 attacks. Landry's been very active today for the Pioneers. A lot of hitting responsibility on him. This is Stewart. Landry digs that one. White tracks it down. Free ball played over by Landry. Hermes sets up Jones. Milan. Miller. Tipped by West at the net. Still alive. Kamshoff again. Dug by the Warriors. Played over to D'Elena. Kamshoff across to West. Hermes. Jones sets it up for Stewart. And he puts it down for the kill. Great action there for both teams, and finally it's Stewart that gets the kill. 9-all. Kamshoff had a couple chances there to put it down and just could not find it. That's 9-all. As Milan will serve. Into the net for a point for the Pioneers. D'Elena will serve. Just over the net. Jones. Rogers kept alive. Stewart this time blocked out by the Pioneers. Kamshoff and Wingo got up there. But Stewart puts it down for the kill, his 6th of the match, and we're tied at 10. And Dante Stewart will serve. Stewart with 3 aces this afternoon. He's like that sideline right in front of the Tusculum bench. That's where he goes this time. That's exactly where I was talking about, right there. 4th ace for Stewart. 11-10. See if he tries that same spot. Miller is cheating that side, and he goes a little bit more down the middle to Landry. Wingo gets it down. Declan Wingo, 7 kills. Off the nice set by Kamshoff, right down the line. 11-all, and Kamshoff will serve. Syracuse for Jones. Back to Syracuse, blocked by White, kept alive. Hermes will have to play a free ball. Miller for Kamshoff to White. Gets it down off the hand of Milan. Milan pounds the ball on the court in disgust as he thought he could have had that dig. And that's 12-11 Tusculum here in the 3rd. So Tusculum continue. This is usually about 14, 15 points. This is even, and then Indiana Tech will get a late run. They did that in the first two sets. As Syracuse goes off the block attempt of White and Wingo for the kill. Syracuse now with 7 kills this afternoon, and we're leaving up at 12. And it'll be Raekwon Rogers to serve. Rogers for Miller. Kamshoff bumps it over to White. Milan. Syracuse. Dug by Landry. Kamshoff for West. Cross-court winner. As Stewart couldn't come up with that one, Taylor West with his 4th kill of the afternoon. West with 4 kills. D'Alena with 1 kill. West serve just over the net. Syracuse over White and out. Point for the Pioneers. Tusculum leads 13-12. 14, check that, 14-12. Syracuse gets it back from Jones and blocked at the net by Jake White. White puts it down for the block, his 2nd block of the match. It's 15-12 Tusculum. West will serve. Stewart. Jones goes this time, and he goes too deep. It's a point for Tusculum. 16-12 Pioneers. They've scored 4 straight. So the momentum on the side of Tusculum right now, as West's serve is played by Stewart. Christensen off of Miller for the kill. Chase Christensen, his 2nd kill of the match, to go along with 3 blocks. That'll end the 4-0 run at 16-13. Brandon Jones, the setter, with 23 assists this afternoon, serves that one to Miller. Over the net. From the back row, it's Stewart. And Miller can't save it. Point for Indiana Tech, and it's 16-14. I said the first couple sets, it was close, 15-16 thereabouts, and then Tech would pull away down the stretch. And there's a point for the Pioneers. It's 17-14. That great way to help the momentum change is a service error. Now you're at the point where you'll trade points because that'll get you to 25 first. This serve by Wingo, played by Syracuse. He'll get it back from Jones. Off the block of Landry, kept alive by West. Kamshoff for Landry, blocked at the net by Christensen. His 4th block of the match, and it's 17-15. And Syracuse will serve. D'Alena will play that serve to Kamshoff. White tips it over. Hermes plays it. Jones for Christensen, and West can't make the play, and it's another point for Indiana Tech. And they've scored 2 straight. And it's 17-16. Tusculum had a 17-14 lead a moment ago. Syracuse's serve, played by Landry for Kamshoff. White, Syracuse has it to Jones. Now Stewart. Too deep, point Pioneers. 18-16 Tusculum. A substitution for the Warriors is Mario Capo. We'll check back in. He played briefly earlier. And it'll be Jake White's turn to serve. Off the antenna, a point for Indiana Tech. 18-17. Tusculum by 1.
On the serve for the Warriors, number 25, Chase Christensen.
This will be Christensen to serve. And Taylor West points out that the antenna is crooked after that serve by White, and it is being repositioned by the down ref. Kelly Peterson puts it back into position, and we're ready to go. 18-17, Tusculum with the lead here in set 3. They trail the match 2-0. It's Christensen to serve for West. Kampshoff to Landry. Off the block for the point. On the kill, Colby Landry, now 9 kills this afternoon. 19-17, Tusculum. Landry's season high in kills is 11, which he had at Barton last Friday. Rogers had the attack that time, but met by the Pioneer defense. West gets it as the block goes out. It's a point for the Pioneers. They lead at 20-17. Taylor West now 5 kills and 4 errors, giving Brian Buckius, his coach, everything he could ask for. Landry's serve is in. Rogers' attack is in. Point, Indiana Tech. Raekwon Rogers, 5 kills now this afternoon, and it's 20-18. Mason Milan will serve. Tech with 8 aces, 10 errors this afternoon on serve. 11 errors. Point Pioneers. 21-18 Tusculum, as they try to take this one to a 4th set. And D'Elena is going to get an ace out of that one. 4th ace for the Pioneers. They lead at 22-18. 11 of Indiana Tech's 19 wins have come in straight sets, but that could be on the opposite side today if this keeps up. D'Elena for Kampshoff to White. Off of Stewart for the kill. Jake White with his 5th kill, and for the first time today, Indiana Tech wants a timeout. 23-18 Tusculum here in set number 3. Back with more volleyball action after this on the Pioneer Sports Network. Out of the timeout, it'll be Tusculum serving at 23-18. Tusculum hitting 250 in this set. Indiana Tech hitting just 125. 7 attack errors in the set for Indiana Tech after just 5 in the first 2 sets. D'Elena will serve. He had the Pioneers' 4th ace of the match a couple points ago. 23-18. D'Elena's service is deep. It's a point for Indiana Tech. Make it 23-19. Syracuse checks back in, as it will be Stewart to serve. Stewart, who's been effective on the serve today, 4 aces. This one's down the middle to Landry. Kampshoff sets up White from the back row. Kept alive. Played back over by Syracuse. Stewart met by White. Kampshoff to West. Kept alive by the Pioneers. In the net. Point for Tusculum. The Warriors were in the net. Tusculum gets the point, and now it's set point for Tusculum. And it'll be Kampshoff to serve, set point. 2 deep, point for Indiana Tech. 24-20. So the Warriors need 4 points to keep this set alive. And it'll be Rogers to serve. Kampshoff. Wingo puts it away, and Tusculum takes the third set. The Pioneers stay alive as they win the third set 25-20, and they trail the match 2-1. We'll be back with set number 4 after this on the Pioneer Sports Network. Tusculum wins the third set 25-20 and trails the match 2-1. Through 3 sets for Tusculum, Colby Landry with 9 kills, Declan Wingo with 8, Taylor West with 6, Jake White 5, Sean Kampshoff 2, and Reese D'Elena with 1. Tusculum hitting 143 as a team, 31 kills, 20 errors, 77 attacks. Indiana Tech through 3 sets, hitting 260 as a team, 31 kills, 12 errors, 73 attacks. Mason Milan with 9 kills to lead the Warriors. Dante Stewart and Dante Syracuse with 7 apiece. Raekwon Rogers 5 kills and Chase Christensen with 3. Assists, Brandon Jones has 27 for the Warriors. Sean Kampshoff 26 for the Pioneers. Tusculum has 4 aces. Indiana Tech 8 aces. Diggs 27-24 in favor of Tusculum. Landry leads with 6 along with Ross Miller, while Syracuse has 7 to lead Indiana Tech. Joey Hermes, their libero, has 5 digs. Tusculum with 4 blocks, 3 from Wingo, 2 each from Landry and White. Indiana Tech with 6 blocks, 4 from Christensen. And we head to set number 4. Third straight match at Indiana Tech has gone 4 sets. It beat Goshen 3-1 back on March the 2nd. And then on Wednesday, they beat Jamestown 3-2. That match, they trailed 2-0, and then won 25-22, 25-17, and 15-13 in the 5th. So Tusculum a chance here to maybe force a 5th. Indiana Tech's only played 2 5-set matches this season. That one against Jamestown in their season opener against Central State on January the 6th. They were down 2-1 and came back to win that one. Tusculum's played 1 5-setter this year at Emmanuel back on February 22nd. They won that one 3-2. Indiana Tech serves to start the 4th set. Wingo's attack is met at the net. Kampshoff for White. Milan, it's a free ball over the net. They'll have to play it back across. That's wide. It's a point for the Pioneers. As the scramble left Capo having to play that one, and he played it wide of the antenna. So Tusculum gets the first point of the 4th set. Kampshoff serves. Hermes. Stewart blocked out of bounds by White. Point for Indiana Tech.
Indiana Tech. On the serve, number 1, Raekwon Rogers.
And Rogers will serve. Miller for Kampshoff. Wingo off the net and out. And it's a point for the Pioneers. As the block attempt was erratic, and it's 2-1 Tusculum. And Taylor West will serve. West serve. Hermes will set it for Stewart. 3 to block, and it's in Miller. At the net, Jones puts it down. Miller's pass over the net. Jones got it through Wingo for the point. We're tied at 2. First kill for Brandon Jones. And Jones will serve. To West, to Kampshoff, Landry, wide.
Indiana
3-2 Tech. Jones ready for the serve. He'll go to Miller. Kampshoff sets up White. Off a hand, and it's a block and a point for Indiana Tech. Christensen was there along with Stewart. 4-2 Warriors. That serve goes to West for Kampshoff, back to White, and he gets the kill. It's Jake White. 7 kills this afternoon for Jake White. Off the back set from Kampshoff, and he put it right down the middle. Declan Wingo serves. Wingo hitting .438 today. 9 kills, 2 errors, 16 attacks. His serve is out. That's a point for Indiana Tech. 12 service errors now for Tusculum, 11 service errors for Indiana Tech. Dante Stewart will serve. Stewart serve down the middle for West. Kampshoff to White. Played by Jones. Milan, who was quiet in that third set, puts that one down though. Mason Milan's 10th kill of the match, and Indiana Tech stretches their lead out to 6-3. Stewart will serve. Stewart's service goes to Miller. Kampshoff to Landry. Down in front of Hermes goes Colby Landry, his 10th kill of the afternoon. Good set there by Kampshoff. 30 assists now for Kampshoff. White will serve. White's serve goes to Hermes. Jones. Milan puts it down. Mason Milan, 11 kills, 2 errors in 14 attacks. A very solid performance from Milan, the junior. Chase Christensen will serve. Christensen, the only senior on this Indiana Tech roster. That serve is in. Kampshoff to Landry, gets it down for the kill. Colby Landry ties his season high with 11 kills, and Tusculum now trails 7-5. Tusculum with only 1 senior as well. That's Kampshoff. Landry's serve grazes the net. Rogers, White can't do anything with that one, and Raekwon Rogers has the kill. Rogers' 6th kill of the afternoon, 8-5 Indiana Tech here in set 4.
On the serve, number 8, Mason
Milan's serve, played by Miller for Kampshoff. Across, West tips it wide. Point for the Warriors. And they now lead at 9-5. for the serve. Chair official says he was not ready. So we'll go again here. And now we're ready for action. Milan's serve goes to Landry. Kampshoff tried it himself, and I guess that's going to wind up being a block for Capo, who's not really a blocker. Either way, it's a point for Indiana Tech. They lead at 10-5. We'll see how it's scored. Milan's serve powers that one into the net. Almost took out two of his guys in the process. Rogers almost got beamed by that one. Now, that was just a straight attack error on Kampshoff on that last point. Now 10-6 as D'Alena serves. A little confusion on the reception, but it's Capo going, and the Pioneers defend it. White, dug by Hermes. Jones sets up Capo off a block for the kill for Mario Capo. Capo does have 49 kills in 70 attacks this season. It's 11-6, Indiana Tech. And Capo will serve. West for Kampshoff to White. He tips it over, and we're going to have a point for the Pioneers as someone was in the net. 11-7. Kampshoff will serve. 11-7. Indiana Tech here in set number 4. Now, we're going to have a discussion between the down ref, Kelly Peterson. We'll talk to the chair ref, Mitch Atkinson. The ruling on the court was a block error. And we'll see what they decide. And it will be Tusculum point. So, Pioneers do get the point. And it's 11-7. As the discussion continuing with Indiana coach Kyle Shondell. He's looking for an explanation. Stewart was the one ruled in the net. And we're back to play. And Kampshoff will serve. Into the net, point. Hey, ball don't lie. That was an example there. 12-7 Indiana Tech. Raekwon Rogers serves this one to Landry for Kampshoff to Wingo over the net. Cross court, Stewart tips it and gets it down. Dante Stewart with a soft kill. 9 kills for Stewart. 13-7 Indiana Tech. Rogers steps into the serve. Kampshoff plays it for West. Deep and out. Point for Indiana Tech. As the Warriors start to pull away here in set number 4, they lead at 14-7. And sensing that, Tusculum coach Brian Buckius asks for and receives a timeout. 14-7 Indiana Tech in set 4. More volleyball action after this on the Pioneer Sports Network. Out of the timeout, it'll be Raekwon Rogers to serve. Rogers' serve is played by West for Kampshaw to White, off a block kept alive. Jones, Stewart, played it by Miller. Kampshaw to White for the kill. Milan couldn't come up with that one. And it's a point for the Pioneers. The serve is in. Cross to Stewart, wide, point for the Pioneers.
Serving for Tusculum is number 6, Taylor West.
Taylor West serving at 14-9. Into the net, point for
Point,
Indiana Tech.
Now serving for the Warriors, number 10, Brandon Jones.
West for Kampshaw. Wingo puts it down. Declan Wingo with 10 kills this afternoon. Nice dig there by West. Kampshaw with the setup for Wingo for the point, and it's 15-10. It's served by Wingo into the net.
Point, Indiana Tech. Now serving for the Warriors, number 4, Dante Stewart.
Dante Stewart will serve at 16-10. Kampshaw, Landry, dug by Stewart over the net. Kampshaw, Landry again. This one is down for the point.
Bill number 11, Kobe Landry, point, Pioneers. Now serving for Tusculum, it's number 7.
Landry got the second chance here off the set and found the kill that time. This attack coming from Milan, and Miller can't play it. Mason Milan with another kill.
On the serve for the Warriors, it's number 25, Chase Christensen.
Chase Christensen's serve is in. Is it? Yes, it's in. Wow. Christensen just found the corner as West and Miller, or White and Miller were both there. Like they could not do anything with it. And it's 18-11. Skims the net, Miller. Landry sets up White. Dug by Jones, battle at the net, and it's going to be a point for the Warriors.
Point, Indiana Tech.
Timeout for Tusculum. And they'll talk about it here, trailing 19-11 in the fourth set on the Pioneer Sports Network. 19-11 here in the fourth set. Indiana Tech will serve out of the timeout. It's Christensen to serve. West for Kampshoff across to Landry, and it's blocked by Rogers. Raekwon Rogers gets the block. His third of the match, as Indiana Tech has now got 8 blocks as a team this afternoon. They lead 20-11 here in the fourth. That serve goes to Miller. Kampshoff to White. Blocked again, this time by Capo. Indiana Tech starting to feel it now. They lead 21-11. They've scored 5 straight points. Into the net, and that'll end the run. Point for the Pioneers. 13 service errors for Indiana Tech, 15 for Tusculum. Colby Landry will serve. Landry with 12 kills this afternoon, a season high. Also 6 digs. That serve is in. Rogers taps it over. Kampshoff for White. Kept alive by Hermes. From the back row, Stewart. And it's deep, and a point for the Pioneers. 21-13. Jones, Milan for the kill. Milan now with 14 kills this afternoon and 17 attacks.
Now serving for Indiana Tech is number 8, Mason Milan.
Milan's serve goes to West. Kampshoff to White into the net. Point Indiana Tech. 23-13. Indiana Tech 2 points away from the match. Miller for Kampshoff as he goes, and Campo with another block. And his teammates love it, as they should. Solo blocks are tough to get, and he's gotten a couple of them here. 10 blocks now for Indiana Tech, and it's match point. Milan will serve for the match. Landry for Kampshoff. White. Oh, another block for Capo. And that'll do it. And that'll do it. 25-13 in the fourth. So the stats for this afternoon's match for Indiana Tech, they hit 303, 41 kills, 14 errors, 89 attacks. Milan had 14 kills to lead the way. Stewart with 9, Syracuse 7, and Rogers 6. Tusculum hit 096 for the match, 40 kills, 30 errors, and 104 attacks. Landry with 12 kills, Wingo with 10, White 9 for the Pioneers. Assists, Jones 35 assists to lead Indiana Tech. Kampshoff with 35 assists for Tusculum. Tusculum had 4 aces, Indiana Tech 9. Diggs 31 apiece, 8 by Ross Miller to lead Tusculum, 7 for Syracuse to lead Indiana Tech. Tech with 11 blocks in the match, 5 from Christensen, 4 from Rogers, 3 from Capo, and others. Tusculum with 4 blocks, 3 from Wingo, 2 each from Landry and White. With the victory, Indiana Tech moves to 20-1. Tusculum drops to 5-12. Next match for the Pioneers will be next weekend, Friday and Saturday. They'll travel to Phoenix, Arizona for matches with Grand Canyon University and Benedictine Mesa Friday and Saturday night. The next home match will be the final home match of the regular season on Friday, April 8th against Edward Waters. It'll be a 7 o'clock start here at Pioneer Arena, and we'll be along on the Pioneer Sports Network. Next broadcast action from the Pioneer Sports Network will be tomorrow afternoon. It'll be baseball against Lenore Ryan, a 3 o'clock first pitch scheduled at Pioneer.